Check out these adorable treat holders. They are so quick and easy to make. You're going to want to make more than just one. Hi, I'm Linda Anderson from Linda Lou Creates, and I'm so happy you joined me. So tell you what, if you hang on, I'm going to give you the supplies and show you just how fun it is to make these treat holders. So I'm going to change it up a little bit as far as the colors go. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to call this the treat holder base, and that's with cardstock. And here I have Flirty Flamingo. Now, it measures 2 inches wide by 7.5 inches long. Okay. Then you have a piece of DSP. This is going to become the belly band, so to speak, on the treat holder here. Okay. Now, this measures 1.5 by 5.25. Now I'm going to get into, there's some score lines on here, as you probably see, and I will get into that. Now on the belly band here, I did on one end, it doesn't matter which end, put a piece of tear and tape. Now this DSP, it is called From the Heart, and it's gorgeous. I love it. It's a specialty designer series paper. It's from the mini catalog. I don't know if you can see how I'm probably picking up the glare, so that's helping you see how shiny the one side is. I just thought I would go with the plain side here with the hearts on it. So, okay. Some other things you're going to need is some coordinating ribbon. Again, this is from the mini catalog, and this is the Real Red double-stitched satin ribbon. Okay, I have about like a 10-inch piece. That, you know, that's just a good place to start on that. I have some stamps, some ink pads. So my ink pads are Real Red and Flirty Flamingo, while my stamps, first off, I have this cute little heart that I have. I'm using this. It is from the Heart to Heart stamp set. And I actually pulled out from one of my paper pumpkin months. Actually, this was from December, so just last month. This was the kit. It's called Something for Everything. Gorgeous cards. All of the supplies are within this paper pumpkin kit. So it's awesome. You get a little Stampin' Spot and an exclusive stamp set. So I pulled out, because I love all of these sentiments that are in here. They just go straight across and they fit perfectly. Some of them fit absolutely perfectly here. So that's where my Hey Friend came from. Let me show you here the one that I picked that I'm going to use on this one. It says Love You Lots, but I did a little surgery on my stamps and I just cut off the word lots. So right now all I have on my block is the stamps that says Love You. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I do have my scoring tool as well, because I'm going to need that. So to start off, let me just get myself some room here. I want to do a little bit of a background. Here you can see I used these bees from the stamp set Honeybees. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on stamping that up. So I am using Flirty Flamingo ink along with this fun little heart stamp. And tell you what, all you're going to do is just randomly stamp around. Just be sure and rotate your stamp. You don't want it to be all in a perfect row or anything. So I like to just turn it upside down, sideways. Even make sure that you have some coming off the edge like that. All right. That way you make it look random. So let me see if I can hurry up and get a lot more on here. I just went ahead and did the whole thing stamped. I know you don't see all of it, so if you want to just do the parts that are going to be showing, that's okay. I found it just actually a little bit easier for me if I just went ahead and did all of the stamping all over. Okay, so there is the stamping with that. Let me go ahead and get this closed up. Now I'm going to go and do some scoring. So let me pull in And this is kind of big, so let me slide this in here and see if I can fit it in. Okay, now I like to use just my scoring, my bone folder, which seemed to have taken a little bit of a leap. Oh, here we go. My desk is so messy, it is incredible. So, all right, so remember, this piece of cardstock is 2 inches wide, 7.5 inches long. So what I'm going to do is score it at, we're going to start here at 1 3/8, come all the way over to 3 3/8, and then 3 3/4. Okay, 1 3/8, 3 3/8, 3 3/4. That's the scoring on this. Now for the belly band, or this piece of the designer series paper that again measures 1.5 by 5 1/4. Now I've already scored this, but let me tell you where I scored it. It's at 1 inch, 1 3/8, all the way down here again to 3 3/8, and 3 3/4. So this actually has 4 score lines on it, while the cardstock only has 3. So let me just set this aside, and I'm just going to go ahead and fold and burnish real quick on these score lines, just to give you an idea. Get this prepared then. Then we'll get going on the rest of this. Okay. Like I said, this really is a quick and easy treat holder to make. All right. So here we go. Here is what the belly band is going to look like, and I'll show you how we are going to put that on here. Okay. So let me pull back in the cardstock, that flirty flamingo. I'm also going to pull in, I have this scalloped tag topper punch. It is 2 inches wide, so that's why this is 2 inches wide, because you're going to slip it right on in all the way to the end, punch one end, and we're actually going to do both ends. So just slip it all the way in, and there we go. Okay, let me put all this to the side. Now I like to go ahead and just sort of fold along my score lines. The 2 score lines that are here in the middle that are very close together, the one is at 3 3/8, the others was 3 3/4. Those 2 actually will be kind of form the bottom of the treat holder. So let me go ahead and score on that. Now what I'm going to do is, first of all, I have it going the wrong way, so let me just redo that. I'm going to put the printed side together. Okay, so now let me re-burnish on those. I got ahead of myself there. Okay, so this is the bottom of the treat holder right there. Now this flap that was just at 1 3/8, we're going to fold it backwards, so back on itself. Okay, so let me go ahead and just burnish that one real quick. Okay, so here we go. Here is the treat holder. Now before we go any further, I want to add the little sentiment. So remember, I did some surgery on my stamp. I like to go ahead and burnish along my score lines. That way when I go to stamp, it gives me something to see when I try and line up. So I'm not saying this is going to be good and straight, but we certainly will give it a try. So I'll try not to bump anything. Hopefully my head doesn't get in the way. And let's just go for it and see. I want to have it fairly close to that bottom score line there. Okay, so there we go on that. Let me hurry up and close up my ink pad. Now I find that in here it's those Merci little chocolate bars. I also like using then the Kit Kat bar, little snack size there. So any of these chocolates, or I have some of the Ghirardelli squares. Now, I think one will fit in there nicely. Or, yeah, let's just fold that down. So, I like to go ahead and put the chocolate in there. It gives me something a little stable then when it comes time to do my belly band. So, here we go. You'll see how it's going to wrap around. Now push it all the way up to this fold line. So all the way up it will go. And we can adjust that, so don't get hung up on that. We're good on that. So remember, I have my Terran tape here. I like something good and strong. I will line it up, make sure that it's nice and even, that it's pulled fairly tight. And like I said, we can certainly adjust this up and down as we need to make sure that our sentiment can be seen. Okay? Now, the only thing I want to do is add my ribbon. So, here's what I'm going to do. Bring this around. I do kind of crisscross it, all right, and bring it up through the hole that was created with my tag topper punch, the scalloped one. So I kind of crisscross it a little bit. Don't worry, this too we will adjust once we get it tied. So go ahead and get your knot. If you want to create a bow, then just cut your ribbon a little bit longer. I decided just to go for a knot. All right, and that'll help hold that closed all the way around. A little bit of adjusting, making sure that it's flat here on the bottom. And then let me just trim my tails. When it comes to trimming the tails, it's however long you like them. I kind of like mine on the shorter side, so there we go. Perfect little love you type of treat holder that would be a perfect little Valentine gift to give to anybody. So here is one with the Flirty Flamingo and the From the Heart Designer Series paper. Now here, these Petal Pink cardstock, Purple Posy cardstock, and this Designer Series paper, also from the mini catalog, is the Best Dressed paper. So they all have created really cute treat holders, hold a variety of different chocolates, whatever you might have on hand, and it's a perfect little treat for somebody. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. Visit me on my blog, and that's lindaloucreates.com. I have a newsletter, so feel free to sign up for that as well. So thanks again for joining me, and I hope you have a chance to create today. Bye now.